The King of the Bullring Series was back in action this past Sunday, May 15th, with race number 2, and it was Andrew LaFlèche who took the green flag to start the 40-lap feature, but it was Father Eric LaFlèche who took over the lead on the opening lap. Rocket Rob Wilson was quickly able to move up to second, while defending race winner Dan Butler was battling traffic as the front two stretched it out. Riding along here with Dan Butler, battling with Jeff Reed in the O2 car, you can see the lead that Eric LaFlèche had over the field, and it continued to grow. After a handful of laps, Butler was finally able to get around Jeff Reed, but the two leaders were long gone. At the halfway point of the race, it was Eric LaFlèche with a big lead over Rob Wilson, followed by Dan Butler, Jeff Reed, and Andrew LaFlèche was in 5th. A look from Dan Butler's rear bumper on lap 30 shows leader Eric LaFlèche closing in, trying to put Butler a lap down. Unfortunately for LaFlèche, he got caught up with the lap car of Jeff Reed with 10 laps to go. This would bring out a caution and put Rob Wilson to the lead. A look at the replay shows LaFlèche gets into the back of Reed in turn number 1. As Reed gets loose, the two get hooked together and slide off into turn number 2. Very unfortunate. And one more time from Jeff Reed's perspective. The final restart would see a great battle between Rob Wilson, Dan Butler, and Eric LaFlèche, who was trying to get back to the top spot. While Wilson's car began to get loose, Butler was trying to figure out a way to get around him, while at the same time it was LaFlèche putting the pressure on Butler. Just a couple laps to go, the action was picking up and parts were flying. As the white flag flew, the top 3 could fit under a blanket. Butler made one last-ditch effort, but in the end it was Rocket Rob Wilson bringing home the win in race number 2. Dan Butler finished 2nd. Eric LaFlèche finished 3rd after leading 30 laps. Jeff Reed finished 4th. Andrew LaFlèche 5th. And Scott Reed was unable to make the feature due to an issue in an earlier heat race. We are back in action on May 29th for the 6th annual Tornado Memorial 50-lap feature for the Pro Stocks and a 30-lap feature for the Novice Division.